All right, getting started here and just doing a sound check, checking to see if the sound is okay. Hello, everybody. We're doing another Unleash the Dragon challenge, day 3, and I'm just going to check here to see if y'all can hear me. Do I have a good sound check going here? Is that Sarah Gordon? That's Sarah Gordon. Hello, Sarah. Glad to see you. Who's that second person? Jenny Lynn. Hello, Jenny. This is fun. I like so I'm just checking, make sure the sound is okay. If you can give me a thumbs up and let me know that you can hear pretty clearly here. What's this? Sarah Gordon, no, you can't hear the sound. Is that what you're saying? No sound? Hey, Sarah, sound is a bit scratchy. Uh-oh. Well, everything seems to be working. Is everybody else getting some scratchy sound here? How's... Yo, it's a little bit scratchy. It's a little bit oh, a little bit scratchy. Yeah, it will be a little bit scratchy. I haven't figured out why the little bit comes up, but you can hear it. Is it, how about everybody else? Anybody else? Can you all hear me out there? Sound check, sound check, sound check. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. Well, thank you everybody for being here. And yeah, just as I start getting into it, if the sound's okay, then just give me a couple of thumbs up. I can see those on the phone, and then I'll know everything's a go. Okay. Welcome to the ever-changing world of technical challenges. Okay. Welcome. Hello. It's such a pleasure to be here and to be doing these challenge days. Welcome to our Unleash the Dragon challenge, our 30-day challenge. We're on day 3. And last night I posted up some delving exercises, little homework exercises, for lack of a better word, for the Black Panther. Those homeworks are totally optional, but they're there for those who are curious about how to think, about how to use the animal archetypes in a really practical way. And being able to review your day from the point of view of the animal, in my own personal experience, has been, I think, like hands down, the greatest, most productive exercise that has, led to tangible changes in thinking and flexibility. It's really a great exercise. And I'm just going to check in here. There's Yup. Awesome. Hello, Maria. Great to see everybody. Thank you so much for being here. So today, we're going to do a little bit of a review in terms of the animals. I'm not going to do a new animal today. Felt like the right pacing. So we're going to work with the boa, review that a little bit, do the panther, review that a little bit, and we're going to do our sandwich. And so we're going to do maybe the boa bow and the panther bow, or one or the other. We'll do both bows to start with to review, and then we'll use one of the bows as our sandwich layer, and then we'll do some knee and feet exercise, alignment exercises, and then we'll go back to the bow. And we'll leave it at that. I have a couple of interesting and exciting announcements, so stay tuned for that for the end of the episode today. Welcome to Channel Steven. Okay, anyway, moving on. This is so much fun. So let's do the boa bow together. After all, this is about Kung Fu, and let's get Kung Fu-y. So take a moment, take your before picture, kinesthetic picture, feel your body, scan your body. I like to do it from the bottom up, usually. So we feel the feet, especially since we're working with that today. Feel the feet. What impression are your feet making into the floor? Connect to the earth through your feet. Send those little feeler and those little roots and tendrils down to the earth as to draw up energy, so you could draw up energy from the earth. Feel your shin bones. Feel your knees. Feel whatever kind of angle your knees are making, how much tension are there in your knees, and is the tension in the front of the knee, in the back of the knee. Feel your thighs, your quads, your hamstrings, your inner thighs. Feel your glutes at the back. Feel your pelvis all the way around. Feel your spine settle onto your pelvis. Feel your spine settle onto your sacrum. And then feel the rest of your pelvis fanning out from your sacrum. Reach with your awareness around your pelvis. Good. Let your awareness climb up your spine, climb up to the rib cage. Feel the shoulder blades. Feel the collarbones hanging on the top of your ribs. Feel the bones of your arms hanging from your shoulder socket. Feel the cervical vertebra of your neck. And feel that big bowling ball of a skull on the top of your atlas vertebra. Any tension that you have in your tongue, your jaw, behind your eyes, the scalp, just feel it, be aware of it, and take a kinesthetic snapshot. Good. And let's do the boa bow together. Come into touch with the boa within. So your sense of a languorous quality of empathy rippling out in all directions. It's as if you can touch all the boundaries of the space that you're in. You can reach out with feeling. And get in touch with that aspect of yourself of the unconscious, the quiet, deep, meditative void that contains everything and is unmoved by anything. Feel your skin. You breathe through your skin. Feel your lungs as you breathe into your lungs. And exhale, curling down, rocking a little bit back on your feet, curling up as you inhale, the arms coming up, the hands coming up, brushing cobwebs from your eyes, arms reaching out, hug a very big beach ball, bring the big beach ball into you, inhale it, and exhale. Feel like your breath is cascading like a waterfall into the palms of your hands. And breathing in, caressing the inside of the barrel behind you, and then letting the arms come up. The arms come up, the hands brush, the eyes clear. Reach forward, clasp the beach ball, bring the world into you, breathe it in, and let it go. One more time. Dropping down, caress the back of the barrel. Breathe in, stack one vertebra at a time. Your arms are rising because your body is moving. Hug the beach ball. Breathing deep, floating. Every joint floating on a little hot air balloon. Slow. Let's do it one more time. And as we're doing this, feel like what you're doing is like you're petting a cat and you're trying to soothe and hypnotize into sleep the cat that you're petting. And as you move and slowly move through the space, what you're really doing is slowing your thinking down. So let's do it one more time and really feel like you're caressing the air around you. And as you're doing that, you're caressing the energy in the as you caress the energy in the space around you, you're responding and soothing and calming yourself. How slow can you make it? How smooth can you make it? Floating. Caressing. exhale, slowing yourself down. And standing. So that's the boa. There's a nice review of the boa. I'll do panther here. I'm just going to check the comments real quick to make sure that nothing awry is happening. Everything looks good. Great. If sound conks out or anything, just let me know. There we go. Okay. Now let's do the panther. To review the panther, feel your body and allow your awareness to shift from your skin and from your breath to your tendons and ligaments. Allow your consciousness to shift from empathy and billowing softness to the live, sinewy, and springy tendons and ligaments of your body and their sensuality. Find your inner caveman, cavewoman. Feel what you're like when you get an adrenaline rush and you respond to an emergency. When I talk a little bit more later. Let's get into it. Ready? And nice, resilient, connective tissue tension, not too stiff. And breathe in deep, like you're drawing energy up through the tendons and ligaments. How can you make it feel good? Yeah, that's it. Down, one more time. In, up into the groin, into the belly. And exhale. It's like you're putting on a body glove of like velvet and satin, and it feels so good. Oh my God, oh my God. And down. That's it. One more time, and breathing in deep. You're connecting to your instinct and the subconscious. One more time. Breathe in deep. Triangle, and flip the triangle. You get into it. So if you're watching me and you can see sort of like some of the change in my mannerism and my attitude, that's as a result of the practice. And there's a little bit of fake it till you make it, where you amplify that aspect of yourself, but after a while your association with the move is so strong that once you start doing the motion, you start adopting that attitude. And it's a great internal resource to have. It's a great, it just broadens your sense of self. It's fantastic. That's why I'm doing this. Okay. So we've done panther, we've done boa. So that's our before shot. Now we're going to do a little exercise, and we're going to be focusing on the feet and the knees and the alignment of the feet to the knees. And to do this, I'm going to be, I want to give a shout out to Kelly Ryan Lake, who teaches a great and fantastic Bagua class. So these exercises have been inspired by his classes. If you're in Santa Cruz, well, actually, he's not in Santa Cruz anymore. He's in New Mexico. But if you have access to the web, you can do a search for him. He teaches a great class. It's the Temple of Original Thunder, and I'll put a link down later so that if in case you're interested, you can check it out. So let's get into it. We have a couple of exercises, but I want to start off with this one because it's a bit simpler, and it's about finding alignment with the knee to the foot. And what you're going to do is basically you're going to, and maybe I'll just make this a bit lower so you can see my feet a little bit more clearly. There we go. Yeah. So what you're doing is it's as if you're going to peel your foot onto the floor, and then sort of bob yourself off by peeling your foot off the floor. Boom. So you're pushing off and coming onto your foot. And as you do, you want your body to land straight on the bone of your thigh, straight onto your knee, straight down into the socket of your heel. So pressing up and then landing, and pressing up and then landing. And you're just letting your body get used to that sensation. This is not a hard muscle, this is not, it's not like ab crunches or anything. You're letting yourself feel the most efficient line of motion so that your feet can do their job and absorb the impact of your weight landing. Yeah. Good. And as you do this, this is a part of the Panther practice. As you're moving, the sensation you want to focus on is feeling your muscles glide along the inside of your skin. Can you move so slowly and smoothly that you can feel your skin slide along your muscles? What you're doing is you're conditioning your connective tissue to that sensation, so that when you're just moving around normally, your body automatically wants to find that natural alignment. So you're letting your body do the thinking for you. Okay? Good. Good. And let's do the other foot. And drop down and up. Drop down and up. A couple little things. If you want when you land on your foot, when you peel your foot down onto the ground, you want to feel like as if your foot was like a balloon filled with water, and the water is squishing the balloon out. The balloon is expanding in all directions out. So you squish your foot, and the foot expands out in all directions. If you have to aim your weight more for the heel of the foot, and I'll explain a little bit more why in a bit. So peel the foot off, and then squish the balloon out in all directions, aiming your weight towards the back, towards the heel. And drop. And it's not a crunching exercise. Feel the skin and the sinew move in response to you slowly lowering your weight. Feel your foot and your heel absorb and welcome your weight. Good. Good. I'm probably committing some sort of terrible sin with my head cut off here. All right. Okay, good. All right. So let's change the camera angle. And that looks reasonable. All right. So you've let your weight sink into your feet, and you've tried to connect the rest of your body and its mass, and try to train it and teach it to fall directly into your legs, directly down the shin bones, directly into your feet evenly. We'll just do one more exercise, again inspired by the Bhagavad classes taught by Kelly Lake. And you see this kind of exercise in a lot of different martial arts schools, like everywhere, you circle in your knees. But this is with a specific focus for Panther. So this is not a big action. I know that in my younger days, I thought that was the purpose. Get as much range of motion as you can. But you don't want to do that. What you want to do is reaffirm the functional range of motion. So it's a really small action, and you're not really focusing on the knees, actually. What you're doing is you're putting weight on the knees. Let's start with that, actually. So put your weight on the knees as if you're pushing and you're shoving, you're thrusting the shin bones down into the sockets, down into the ankle socket. And you want your body to remember this sensation. So this is the line of direction that the line of force that you want your body to remember. So just pressing down, and you can give a little push, a little bounce. And what you want to feel is the line of force not leaking out in any one, angle or any one knee, but that force going directly down into the vibrant trampoline that is the arch of your foot. All right, so just a little bit of a bounce. And then, now what we're going to do is we're going to circle. we're going to draw a little circle. Now, I'm not doing this for my knees. I'm doing this as if to push my shin bones into my ankle socket from a particular direction, all from around a circle. Does that make sense? So I'm pressing my knees down in this direction. I'm pressing them down in that direction, pressing them down in this slight angle, and so on. And it's a small little circle. So bigger is not better. All you want to find is what feels natural, functional, and comfortable for your ankle socket, so that the force from your shin bone can travel down into the ankle socket and into the foot. Just a small little press down. Doesn't have to be too heavy. Good. Good. And then circle the other way. Keep feeling your weight landing into your foot. It's squishing the balloon, the water-filled balloon, in all directions. The water-filled balloon being your foot. Good. Good. And then coming up. Okay. Now, so we have a little bit of time left. So, really great exercise to help strengthen the legs and help reaffirm that that alignment. It's a simple lunge, and if you have knee problems, then you don't need to do this. But if you want to go a little bit further in cultivating this awareness and connecting it to your musculature a little bit more, what you do is you do a simple diminished lunge. So you take a step forward, and it's not like a big lunge where you're going to end up with your knee at 90 degrees. This is small. It's like a step or two. It's just far enough so that when you bend your knee, your back knee will come down to your front heel. And you come forward, and you come up, and you go back. And what you do is, as you come forward, you place your weight towards the front leg. So it's almost like you're doing, like a one-legged piston press. But you don't. You have a little bit of back help, but you're putting most of your weight towards the front, and you go down slowly. And you're not going down slowly, again, to do a crunch and come up as quick as you can for power or speed. What you're doing is you're balancing yourself so that you feel your weight, again, goes straight down the shin bone into the heel and spread throughout the foot. And you come down, and your back leg knee is at the same level as your front heel. And so let's try that again. So you come forward, come down mostly on your front leg, knee to the heel. Now come up mostly on your front leg. And only do as much as is comfortable. If you need help from your back leg, that's fine. And then come back. And go forward, come down, mostly on your front leg. Try to keep your knee from going too far forward. You want the shin bone to be parallel to the upper torso. And come down. And come up mostly on your front leg. And only go down as far as you feel comfortable. And let's switch to the other side. And go forward. Back knee to the front ankle. Get the shin bone to not be on too much of an angle. Let it be parallel with the upper torso. Come up. More weight towards the front leg. And how smooth can you make the action? How smooth can you go down? And cultivating balance, the fluidity. Good. It's quite the little workout. So if I know for myself, my leg will tend to go far forward. So there's a moment where I want to make my shin bone more parallel to my body. What I find helps is I relax my lower back. And when I relax my lower back, my leg can come in a little bit more. So keep relaxing and checking the rest of your body. Where do you have tension in your body that is unnecessary? And keep relaxing that. There's a lot of reasons for doing it, but this will touch on our next animal, the python, using breath to relax for fluidity and power and motion. And this is a basic fundamental exercise. It's more panther tiger, but it touches on the python as well. Okay, so that's our Gene Simmons workout. Okay, nobody knows what I'm talking about, but that's all right. And so that's our exercise for priming, lighting up the fascia and the more subtle connective tissue of the lower limbs, the domain and center for panther. And now let's go back. Let's do our post-exercise picture. And let's do the other part of the sandwich, the second loaf, if you will. And let's do BOA first. And we're going to compare what the forms feel like now, after having done all that, to when we first started. So right away for myself, I have this sense of expansion, like a beach ball around my lower limbs, around my legs, and I'm immersed in the beach ball. It's like a big cushy beach ball that, I'm sitting in at the same time. So I feel that, and I have that same sense of awareness of my feet. It's harder for me to fall on one side or the other. And dropping down, and open, and exhale. I'm going to face a different angle just so you can see the same move from a different side. There we go. Open. And relax. From this side. And as you're doing this, feel the weight of your body resting on your feet evenly. Good. Good. And then just stand. Hold the big beach ball. Relaxing. Breathing in through every pore. And good. And let's do the panther. So feeling your feet. Feel the resilient readiness in your tendons and ligaments in your feet, your legs, your thighs, the inner groin, the glutes, your tip of the tailbone. And breathing in, connecting to your instinct, your inner wild man or wild woman. Sending your root systems into the earth and drawing up food and energy. How does your body feel different now than when you started? So right now I feel a lot more anchored. I feel as if from the belly button down I've got a much heavier anchor than when I first started. Good. And triangles. And triangle. And standing, feeling your panther, feeling your posture. How does your body feel? Okay. And good. And release the panther. All right. Okay. So we're gonna stop it here. I promised people that I would keep these short and sweet, and you can give me feedback if you want more, and if you have specific requests, let me know. And for now, I'm just aiming for the 20 to 30 minute mark. If that's a good chunk of time, awesome. If you want more, let me know. There's other exercises that we can do for Panther that we'll explore later on, especially in the second set of 10 days. For those of you who have done Qinlong before, you'll remember these. So this is a Black Panther tendon and ligament exercise. And so we'll be doing that. There's also it's our sort of cousin equivalent of this exercise that we did here is the Panther jumps the fridge, where you come up on the balls of the feet and you settle in on yourself. And jumps up, you're on the ball of the feet, and you contract down. And so you're extending from the soles of the feet, and you're dropping down, like telescoping down onto your feet. So these are really great exercises for the whole body glove of your connective tissue. I don't want to do it today. I don't want to let's say we'll do it a bit later. Don't want to overwhelm people. So we'll do those later. But they all of these exercises and all of the animals take advantage of the breath work, the ability to relax, and the ability to land on and stack your structure onto your feet, to connect your body center to the earth. So that is foundational. So I'm emphasizing it. Okay, so other news. So my wife has agreed to do some dream interpretation. Her name is Dr. Veronica Toney. She did her dissertation at Berkeley on dream interpretation. She was doing it she started it before the Loma Prieta earthquake, so she had collected people's dreams before the earthquake. The earthquake happened, and she kept collecting dreams, and part of her dissertation was how people in trauma respond, how their dreams change. And she's a dream expert. She's written about it, 3 books, and she's been on various media, interviews and so on. And she's volunteered, she's offered to help interpret dreams over the coming weekend. And she might do it on an ongoing basis for a little while, but during the weekend. So if you have dreams that you'd like to, pass by her, please do so. Just write them up into, you can PM, you can do a private message, because it's personal. And if it's not, then you can just make a comment and and then we can encourage other people to join in, and that would be fun. And I just want to encourage people, remember your dreams, write them down if you can. It's a fantastic way of building that symbolic bridge to the other rooms in the mansion of your psyche. And it will feed your Panther, so that when you access the subconscious and that symbolic lexicon that you walk around with, when you access those images, it will make those images more potent. So dream interpretation, and that's it for today. So thank you so very much. So again, do the bows, the Panther and the boa bow. You can do it as practice before you go to bed. And I'll post something later tonight offering a little bit more encouragement and maybe additional exercises that you can use to explore the boa and the Panther. So, thank you very much, everybody. And same time, same channel tomorrow. Just check little quotes here. Everything's good. Looks good. Excellent. Excellent. You're all very welcome. Look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Bye.